All right. So there, it seems like, man, I'm all of a sudden, I can't, man, I can't keep a connection for more than, 10 minutes all of a sudden. So, so the bottom line is, I basically was like, no, it's not just me, it's my mother, my whole kids side of the family. And they kept trying to pin it on me. I just kept pinning it on them, saying no. Basically, the end point was was basically, I'm constantly threatened with violence for even talking about what fathers are going through, what I'm going through. I'm like, Your Honor, it doesn't even make it this far in the conversation, like we're talking right now. Before I'm threatened with police to come beat me up if I don't shut up and leave. People laugh at me. I go, if you're a single father, it's pretty much assumed you must have done something really bad for the mom not to be around you. Basically, I was, making that point. And I go, I was like, I'm basically done. I'm done. I don't want to drag this out into a huge battle. Let's see if I can make sure we're live. They keep cutting me off. I don't. If you guys want to tell me where the stream left off at. All right. I don't know if you guys want to tell where it left off at, but so the hey, what's up, Sky? Sky knows, man. Yeah, good to see you too, man. Things are going well, Sky. Don't take this as any bad news. I saw this all coming, and my biggest objective was to just meet my kids. And at the end of it, I thanked the courtroom pretty much profusely for at least making it possible for me to meet my children. But so I basically left it in the hands of the court. I said, I'm not going to do this. The lady down at the Big Y, that's a supermarket, at the YMCA, if some lady who doesn't even know me can say one little thing and disrupt the whole process, I go, then what's the point of me being here? That's what I was trying to avoid by getting these mediators. And so basically, I said, look, it says right outside on the poster not to fight over kids like they're objects. And the lady at the Y is trying to turn this into a battle. I'm not going to do it. I go, I'm not going to drag it out. I'm not going to make it worse. And so I go, it's up to the court at this point what you want to do. I go, but I'm not going to admit to. I've seen, because they were trying to take it in the direction of I have issues. And we've already watched Richie Romance. If I go down and admit I have issues and follow their advice and get their so-called help, what's going to happen? Then they're going to say, "Oh, well, you have issues. No, can't see your kids more." You know what I mean? So I'm not going to play that game with them. I let them know, no, you guys have a problem, not me. I go, it's what's my kid, her lying to my kids their whole lives and neglecting and alienating their father. That's the big deal here, not me, trying to get into a little tiff with the lady down at the YMCA for talking to me like I'm a child. It's just incredible. Oh yeah, no problem, Sky, man. That stuff's crazy. And hey, have fun with it. It is trippy stuff, man. Yeah, if anybody hasn't watched Joshua Ben David, it's a cool channel, man. I'm going to give a shout out to Joshua Ben David, which I don't know if he necessarily wants a shout out. He thinks the government's pretty much watching him. But yeah, he talks about how Satan, how the rabbit and the rabbit hole, to go down the truth movement and go further down the rabbit hole. The rabbit and the rabbit is Satan, and he shows you in several movies where, like, we were talking about it, Danny Darko, that twisted rabbit monster, and Alice in Wonderland and the rabbit, and it's over and over, it's repeated again. And he was saying that the white rabbit is Satan, and the rabbit hole is CERN, the collider that they're trying to open gates with. You understand all this, what I'm getting at here? And he just really gets into it. I mean, it's none of it's provable, but it's like the kid connected some serious. I'm looking at the screen. The kid connected some serious dots, man. This kid connected some serious dots. He must have, did a lot of research. Yeah, CERN is sketchy. I'm just chilling right now. What's up? It's highway time. It's good to see you, bro. Thanks for jumping in. No, CERN is, that's what I'm saying. This dude's connecting like the white rabbit, and the girl with the rabbit tattoo and the Matrix. And he just shows you how it's repeated, and how they download themselves into different realities and whatnot, and codes to get into certain places, and on and on and on and on. And he just connects it all to CERN, and it's a pretty. What's up, MGTOW Smurf? Good to see you too. Yeah, it's really interesting stuff. If you want to get tripped out, watch Joshua Ben David's channel. Yeah, I subbed to him. He's got like over 4,000 subs. He's just a teenager. It's just a teenager, man. He sounds like a teenager to me, but somehow this kid like connected some serious dots, man. And he talks about some important people in the background that I've never heard of, that are really high, like influential people that are like, they have websites, they're real people that you don't hear about, that he says are going to come out in the future. You're going to hear about, and they're going to be running like the earth and the whole planet. And basically, and what this one dude that he talks about, it does have wicked high connections and with our in the AI industry, and it's not anybody I'd really heard of before. You watch his channels if you want. I'm not going to blow up his whole channel, I'm not going to steal all his content. You got to go watch it. It's true. The kid is he's smart, man. The kid is out there to come up with this stuff. This kid is out there. Yeah, check it out. It's highway time. He gives you something to think about. He gives you some stuff to think about. His last, anything you see with like CERN, and the one he just did on the Wizard of Oz and the Emerald City, and the guy behind if you watch Wizard of Oz, man, the guy pulling all the levers, and oops, I spilled a little bit of coffee. The guy pulling, I'm getting a little, that's my Italian. I gotta have my hands going. The guy pulling all the levers on the machine behind the curtain, he's basically, it looks like Trump. It looks like Trump, and he said that guy actually represents Trump. You got to get it. You got to watch his channel. It's crazy stuff. Other than that, man, yeah. So I left it all. I was like, so I'm not going to have a huge battle over my kids. That was the whole point of this. I mean, she's been in contempt for a year. It took a year for her to just do it. You know what I mean? Like, but then one little thing happens at the YMCA, and they're like, oh, you got issues. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. I wasn't having it. I wasn't having it. I stood up to him, and like, and by the end of it, that nobody could say anything. And I just was like, look, I'm not going to battle out with this. It's up to the court now. So we'll see what the court says. I'm going to get a letter in the mail. Maybe I'll open it on air or something. I don't know. Who cares? at this point, I'm not disappointed because I didn't even I never even knew if I was going to meet him or not. So I just wanted this stuff out there for you young men to understand how you're going to be treated, because nobody's telling you this stuff. You think that every guy that can't see his kids is because they're bad, right? And then you're going to find out that go to a family court and see all the guys that are bad getting out of rehab for drugs and for crimes, going to halfway houses and this and that. They're visiting their kids, and then somehow you'll see some clean cut guy like me doesn't even know where his kids are. You know what I mean? It's like everything's backwards and upside down, man. I'm telling you. And I want this to get out there because and people are like, oh, you're scaring people. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. People ought to be scared. First atom bomb explosion, science did not know if they did not know that, and they purposely tried to ignite the atmosphere. MGTOW Smurf. They purposely I think they let off multiple bombs at one point just to see if they could ignite the atmosphere. That'll show you the mind of the people that are running things. They also shot a missile into the moon. These people, you're playing with the governments, man. They are playing with fire. That's why I believe this might be a simulation and all. Go find out what happened when they launched a missile at the moon. The whole moon rung like a gong for like 30 minutes, as though it were hollow, as though it were a hollow ball of metal up there. It just rung like a gong. They do. That's what I'm talking about. We're down here muddling through life, and we're held accountable for any little thing as these guys try to ignite the atmosphere with atom bombs and launch nuclear missiles into the moon. That I'm done being shamed. I'm done being held to a different standard than other people because of my gender or because of my race or because I got black hair and blue eyes or whatever it is. Women destroy everything they get their claws into. Also, they do lately. They do seem to lately. The best woman I know, I have to say, is my mother, man. And she never threw my father under the bus like that. NASA says mankind has 400 years left. Well, as far as I know, my kids will be okay, I guess. I don't know. I don't know about their kids. Or no, they're I guess they're just my kids. Yeah, no, kids or something like that. Yeah, bless my mom, no doubt. I'd like to have my mom on the show sometime. But I don't know. I guess there's no need for that. When I walked out of the courthouse, my mother knew I did a good job. She's like, well, you missed some important points that I would have made, but and I was like, Ma, you try getting up there under all that pressure. She's like, I know. And I said, but she goes, no, you did a good job. And she's like, there's nothing you can really do. I was like, yeah, no doubt, man. Welcome to America. I got a little Girl Scout cookie and a little Maui Maui. Tomorrow's Friday. I don't care if I stay up late tonight and I'm a little tired tomorrow. It'll be worth it. I'm a grown man. I'll be able to handle it. I'll just guzzle coffee at work. I do it all the time. Yeah, yeah. You know, I do it all the time. Yeah, yeah. I do it all the time. Do it all the time. Good stuff. Yeah, no doubt. Yum is right, man. So I don't know. I might never see my kids again. They might come and see me when they're 18. They'll probably be when they're 18 and they realize, see, they're only 13 right now. We all know, by their 20s, they'll probably realize the society is going to probably be worse than it is now. They'll probably be trying to break in my apartment by the time they're 18. So I'm probably not going to have to worry about it. Probably be trying to climb in my windows. If things keep progressively getting worse, I mean, good luck out there.